Hello, lovelies. So I promised myself that after last month I would be better about posting my videos on time. And I was like, all right, it will go up by halfway through the month. And it is now 6 o'clock on Valentine's Day, February 14th. And I don't actually have my next Elves box yet. According to the package tracking, it's supposed to arrive today. And it hasn't, but it's been super rainy, so that could have very easily slowed down the post office person. And so it's like, if I don't have it by tomorrow, then I'll look into it. But that would break my promise about getting something posted before halfway through the month. So since I actually had a break in the rain, this is really weird for us, the amount of rain we're having, because I am in Southern California, but it's been raining for most of the week. But we had a break in the rain while it was still warm enough for me to open the window and actually get some ventilation. So I went back into my older Elves boxes, and I went back into the November Elves box and just kind of dug around and was like, what do I want to play with? And I found this mold, which is a crystal mold. It is still on the Sophie and Toffee website. I checked after using it, and I was able to make this piece with it, which let's see if I can get the glitter to sparkle. Okay, yeah, there we go. There's that glitter. So that is this glitter that came in the box. It's one of the super holographic ones. Also in here, and not necessarily showing, although, nope, I'm getting it. Some really tiny sparkles. I used, there was a pack of 12 different glitters, and I used the blue in it. What's not coming through in this lighting is the fact that this is translucent black, blue, and purple, which is colors I'm already had, but I did get from Sophie and Toffee. It was these guys. And the mold was pretty good. Like, I love the shape. I wish I had gotten it slightly fuller because there's a slight groove on one side that it's not really coming through because, of course, I worked in black. But there's a slight groove on one side that if the mold had been fuller when the resin shrunk in from the setting, would have a better shape to it. But that was my bad. I actually lost a bit of resin off of it because getting the air bubbles out was super, super, super hard. Yes, I know, use fire. I totally used fire. But that only works if the air bubbles can get to the surface, and they kind of caught on, you can see how there's those diagonal edges. They were catching on the diagonal edges, so getting them moving up to where I could actually use the flame on them was kind of a pain in the butt. But I love the glitters, I love the mold, I love the results from the mold. So that was all really great from that kit. And like I said, this mold is still available on Sophie and Toffee. And then the extra I chucked into a sphere mold, which is the crystal ball silicone mold. They did 3 sizes in a much older Elves box that I had not gotten around to play with. For some reason, that particular mold was sitting on my counter, so I grabbed it. It's a 2-part mold. I was nervous about using it, but it fits together perfectly. And it did have a little bit of flasher on the outside. You can still see some of it on there. Nope, you can't see some of it on there. I can't get it close to the camera without moving it out of the light. But take my word for it, there's an edge that I need to do a little bit of finishing on. And you can see how the glitter and the colors kind of layered in there. I just kind of chucked my extra resin into this because I seriously misjudged how much resin this would hold. Between the two of them, I used slightly more than a full tube from the Daiso store because I still use my Daiso resin. I've got a ton of it and I'm using it up. So anyway, I guess that's a product review. I like the mold. It's a good shape. I am probably going to revisit this and make several different pieces. I don't know if they'll be pendants or if I'm going to kind of get my LARP brain on and do a collection to make some sort of like crown thing going on. I am playing a character who thinks she's a pretty, pretty princess, so it would not hurt to get that going for her. And yeah, so at least I'm giving you a video before the month is halfway through, and I'm just going to keep an eye out for that package because I'm really impatient to get my Elves box for this month. Okay, I'll see you lovelies on the internets. As always, check me out on my social media, on my Facebook, on my Patreon, and I just started using a Instagram. And I'm kind of feeling my way through it. I'm mostly posting completely different crafts on there, but if you want to check me out there, I do also have an Instagram. I'll put the link down below. And see you lovelies on the internet.